All right, welcome to Sinman Stream. Tonight in NHL action, we start out with the Vegas Golden Knights in St. Paul, Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Wild. Following that game, we will have, let's see, I think it's the New York Islanders at the Colorado Avalanche. Yep, there we go. All right, audio's good. Can hear the neighbors' dogs in the background. All right. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. All right, let me make sure this is muted. All right, there we go. All right, let's take a look at the football scores as well before we move on here. At least the Packers finally won in New York. I mean, 27-20, but a win's a win. I don't know what it is with 27. All right, in progress. Niners over the Cardinals in Arizona, 28-10, 7-27 in the third. Whoa, that game seems slow. Rams 14, Seahawks 12, 1:54 to go in the third. Browns 16, Ravens 10, 10:54 to go in the third. And the Chiefs and Broncos are tied at 6 with 3:17. Okay, that's kind of crazy. All right, so really 18-point game with still 22 and a half minutes to go, and the rest are close. Tie, 2-point, and 6-point lead. All right, we are just about set, apparently. Starting in net. We have Lindbaum for the Knights and Gustafson for the Wild, and we are underway. We're doing this off the Wild feed. Puck is behind the Knights' goal. They are in white going left to right. Wild are in solid green going right to left. All right, puck is up the near boards and out for the Wild. Into the far corner. Battle for the puck. Up the boards. Knights finally, are they finally getting it out of their own end? It looks like Barbashev got it, and then Eichel dumped it in from the neutral zone. Wild already send it out of their own end.
Flag was thrown right in that area there.
Well, you can't blatantly.
What is going on? Sorry for the echoing. I thought I muted everything. That's muted. That's muted. I don't know. All right. Well, until I figure out where that's coming from, I'm going to have to leave that muted. Oh, apologies. What the heck? 18:49 to go. So, first period. Into the near boards. Battle for the puck. In the Knights' defensive end. Still no shots on goal. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Wild keeping it at the blue line. That shot is blocked. And Eichel sends it ahead off the far boards. And we got a whistle for offsides. What is going on? Maybe I need to... I'll shut the NHL page. I don't know. Yeah, it must have been the NHL page. I must not have had something muted on the, I apologize. Didn't realize they would do that. I guess we'll just check the ESPN.com scoreboard next time. All right, they kick out a Wild from the draw. Now the draw happens finally, and the Knights get it out of their own end, and they will dump it in. Battle along the near boards. Middleton sends it from behind the net. It gets knocked into the stands at 18:04. (10-3-2) record in last 15 games versus the Pacific Division for Hines, the Wild coach. Bruce Cassidy, his 4th season as the Knights coach, and of course they won the Stanley Cup in, what was that, 2023. All right, and they just kicked Tomas Hertl out of the draw. It's in the Wild end. Urov in the circle against Mitch Marner. Vegas wins the draw. Sends it around the boards. Still no shots on goal. And the Wild get it out of their own end. To the far, near face-off circle. And then a shot. And that, I think that was blocked. I don't think we've had a shot on goal yet. Wild keep it in at the blue line. Actually, Middleton. All right, at any rate. Battle for the puck behind the Knights net. Now the Wild dump it in, and the Knights take over and regroup. They're trying to finish a line change, and they send it down in to the far corner. Kolsar had it for the Knights, and now it's sent out by the Wild. They dump it in behind the net. And it's played out by the Knights. Battle for the puck at the red line, and the Knights send it in. That might have been finally a shot on goal. We'll see if they register it or not. Long shot is blocked into the near corner. No score in the first 3.5 minutes of the first period. Knights pick it up behind their net. White Cloud sends it around. They get it out the far boards at the red line. Eichel into the far corner for the Knights. Now behind the Wild net. Wild send it out of their own end. And was that Theodore or somebody else? I thought somebody got it. I think it was Theodore. Finally, Eichel touches it. They get it to the left wing area. Dump it off the near boards to the near face-off circle. Battle for the puck by Bowman and a couple Wild players. In the near boards. Brodin is there for the Wild. Finally, they get it to Kaprizov, and they get it to the far side. Oh, big hit by the Knights, and they have it in their own end and make a pass. Did that? Oh, it went on net. So 2-0 shots on goal, I believe, now for Vegas at 15:20. Battle for the puck. Wild have it. Near face-off circle shot and a goal by the Wild. Up 1-0 early going. Nice touch pass from the far face-off circle back to the near face-off circle, and a nice shot. And we'll check the replay. Pretty much looked like an empty net almost. And that is Eriksson Ek, his 3rd of the year from Zuccarello and Johansson. Zuccarello. And yeah, Lindbaum had to respect the far post and couldn't recover in time to cover the near post. Got no help from the defense, and it's 1-0 Wild as we approach 15 minutes to go in the game in the first period. All right, Wild send it up the near boards and out. Now a bat. Nope, they called the Wild offside at 14:50. I was just trying to hear the guy's name, but all right, and we're moving on. Face off just outside the defensive zone for the Vegas Golden Knights near boards. Hurdle didn't win it, and the Wild dump it in. All right, Vegas tries to send it to the far boards. It gets stopped in the far corner. Centering pass back to the slot, high slot shot. Saved into the far boards and kept in. Nope, not. They whiffed. And looked like Marner threaded the needle to the far boards. Now they return it to the near face-off circle. Big save. Big rebound by Gustafsson. And it's into the defensive end. Theodore scoop it up behind the Knights' net. Wait for the line change. And now still has it. Now he swoops to he returned to the defensive zone. Tried to send it by the Knights bench, and the Wild send it in again. And it's sent behind the net by Sissons. And there's a bow for the puck. McNabb is there for the Knights. Trying to be dug out by the goal scorer, Eriksson Ek. Shot from the near faceoff circle and a redirect. That was almost a goal. But decent save by Lindbaum. Kept in at the blue line for the Wild. The shot is blocked. And we have a whistle at 13:21. What was this call here? Oh, Boldy, 2-minute minor. So Vegas will be on the power play when we get back. You know, let's try the Vegas feed for a little bit. The Wild feed wasn't behind, but I just want to see. Maybe the Wild is fine, but can't remember if the Golden Knights was any good or not. So we'll see how it goes. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Check the poll. We got to vote for the Knights. All right. Again, the Boldy tripping was the call, and we had the under 14 media timeout. All right. All right, here's the goal visualizer of the only goal. So he's 14. He comes here. The pass is from the far face-off circle to the near face-off circle by the Vegas goalie because he had to seal the far post or the near post to the far face-off circle and then just left the post wide open after the pass. Good passing by Johansson and Zuccarello. Shots on goal are 4-3 for the Wild. All right, well, might go back to the Wild. This one looks a little bit behind, so we'll see how they do. If it's no better, we'll just go back to the Wild feed. All right, Vegas on the draw. Battle for the corner in the near boards. Now it's behind the Wild net. Eichel sends it out to the blue line. Marner keeps it in. Nope, it's deflected out and into the Wild bench area at 13:06. All right. Face off. Wild take it in front of their own net and send it. Nope, they don't get it out. We're on the behind the goal cam, which can't tell anything from there. Back to the blue line, cross ice pass, down low. Back to the blue line. Face off circle. Passing back and forth. To the slot area, that shot is just wide. Rebound taken into the corner. Back to the blue line. Down low, and the Wild cleared out of their end. All right, well, if they're going to, they're no better. I'm going back to the Wild feed. I cannot stand that behind the net cam unless they have the same cams for both teams. All right, no whistle at 12:04. Still 4-3 shots on goal. Yeah, I think this feed isn't as far behind. Oh, yeah, that shot was high and wide. That one good scoring opportunity the Knights came up with. Wild win the draw and clear it down the length of the ice. We're under 12 in the first period. Approaching 30 seconds to go on the Vegas power play. Into the far corner behind the Wild net. Now sent to the blue line by Vegas. Down into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Cleared by the Wild. It was actually on net. Oh, yeah, they have on the ice because this is a FanDuel. So once they're not flipping through changes, it's a little easier to see. Wild clear it again. And it's 5-3 shots on goal because that clearing attempt was on net by the Wild. Theodore has it. He gets it to Hannafin. Looks like, yeah, we are back to full strength. So no shots on goal. That one was a shot on goal by Kolsar and a save. Going the other way. That may have hit the bar. The goalpost. I mean, another save from the slot. So 6-4 shots on goal. Wild have 6. Knights have 4. They get it. I was going to say Hurdle, but it was Barbashev. Up ahead and in the slot area. Now near faceoff circle. Pass. That shot is blocked. Kolsar can't keep it in. Battle on the near boards. Now the White Cloud has it for the defense, and he dumps it in for the Knights into the far corner. Sent back, kept in at the blue line by White Cloud. His shot is blocked. Far face-off circle shot is saved. That shot was by McNabb in behind the net into the near boards. We have under 10 to go first period. Sent to, well, that's going to be icing actually on Minnesota Wild at 9:55. So 1-0 Wild from St. Paul, Minnesota. No under 10 media timeout yet because of the icing against Minnesota. All right, far face-off circle. And, all right, they didn't kick anybody out of the draw, and we actually got the puck dropped. Sent behind the Wild net, and they clear it. Left winger scoops it up behind the net. Battle for the puck. Wild have it in the far boards, but Marner gets it out of there for the Knights and dumped right back in by the Wild. Into the near corner. Behind his own net, Hutton took it. Hutton gets it back. Now it's up the near boards by, let's see, they get it at the red line and dumped in, I think, by Hurdle. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Hurdle there. Trying to get it to Dorofeev. And the Wild chip it out. Theodore scoops it up in the near faceoff circle. Gets it over to McNabb. Passes to the forwards. That was, what is it? Eichel who passed it, and it's into the far corner. They get it. Oh, the puck comes free, and the Wild have it. They pass it to the far corner. Now they return it to the near side. Johansson in the near faceoff circle passes it. Far faceoff circle shot. Gets tipped into the netting at 8:26. So now we'll have the under 10 media timeout. 1-0 Wild and 6-4 shots Wild. Just under 8.5 to go, first period. Oh, that was blocked by a... Yeah, it was not a save for sure. All right. Oh, well, we can... let's check the other games in the NHL today. One final in Pittsburgh. Penguins 4, Predators 0. Still have Red Wings Rangers in about 40 minutes. Islanders Avalanche will be after this game. And the other game, Lightning are up 2-1 over the Canucks with 9:04 to go in the second. All right, let's check out. We'll use ESPN's box scores or NFL scoreboard. I don't know what was playing in the background on the NFL's. Hello, Simbin admin. Thanks for being here. Let's see. All right, Seahawks trail the Rams 21-12, 11:39 to go in the fourth. 49ers Cardinals in 49ers 35, Cardinals 10, just starting the fourth quarter. Browns 16, Ravens 10, 4:24 in the third. Broncos take the 13-6 lead over the Chiefs, 3:54 to go in the third. All right, we are set to resume far face-off circle draw. And I don't know, we're still waiting on the linesman. All right, still waiting. Face-off, won by the Wild. Shot from the far face-off circle is blocked. Shot from the near face-off circle is blocked. Into the far corner. 8:15 to go in the second. And puck is sent in behind the net into the far corner. Two players from each team battling for the puck behind the net. It's pinned against the boards. Looked like Trennan was there. Now it's into the far corner. And we get a whistle at 7:50. Doing good. Hope you're doing well as well, Simbin admin. That's right. Boldy had the penalty. Vegas didn't even get a shot, I think, on their power play. All right. Face-off is outside in front of the Knights bench. They win the draw, and they dump it into the offensive zone. Wild counter over the red line. Battle for the puck in front of the Knights bench, and now I believe Theodore sent it up the ice. Wild counter. Skated into the O zone. Far face-off circle shot, save, and frozen puck by Lindbaum at 7:22. Shots are 8-4 Wild now. All right. All right. Face off. It's Eichel for the Knights, I think. And he wins the draw. Theodore sends it behind the net, up the boards and out. And the Knights pick it up. And what's this whistle for? Were the Knights offside? Let's listen. Oh, we got a penalty maybe. Yeah, a Knights penalty. Bowman. Hooking on Bowman. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I didn't. Just wanting a good game, not really rooting for either team, but we'll see. All right, Wild keep it in. Far face-off circle shot is wide. Wild keep it in at the blue line. Far face-off, or no, near face-off circle. Still looking. We got Boldy. Shot is blocked, I believe. Kept in. We got Boldy, Kaprizov, Erikssonek, Zuccarella, and number 8, who is Byum or Buum, B-U-I-U-M. Shot, save, and a diving freeze of the puck by Lindbaum at 6:32. So there's still a minute 18 on the power play. Now we'll probably get some line changes, though. So the shots are 10-4 Wild right now. Couple of opportunities on this power play already. All right, who took the draw? Was it? Nope, he got kicked out. Boldy steps in to take the draw. He has the puck back to the blue line. Pass to the slot, but it doesn't get through, and the Knights send it down the length of the ice with 6:22 in the first. Into the near boards. Drop pass back to the blue line. Nobody's there. Boldy has it. He gets it to Kaprizov. Now down low. Back to the blue line. Now to the far or near face-off circle. Near boards. Down low to the near face-off circle. Boldy behind gets it right back in the near face-off circle. Far face-off circle shot. And I think that was wide. They take it into the near boards. We got less than 25 seconds to go on the power play. Somebody got tripped for Golden Knights, so that'll be the end of the power play. We'll have a brief 4-on-4 prior to a Vegas power play. Tripping.
Well, sometimes I think when you have that second effort, you reach and you expose yourself a little bit, and Erikssonek does that.
Erikssonek on the trip. Number 14. All right, so a brief 4-on-4, and then the Golden Knights head to the power play. 1-0 Wild, and they have a 10-4 lead in shots. Trennan, Jones, Faber, and Brodeen for the 4-on-4 for the Wild. Face-off. Battle in the far corner. Wild come out with it to the neutral zone, over the red line. Shot, glove save, and held on at 5:23. Lindbaum. So it looked like they had Eichel, Hurdle, Marner, and Theodore out for their 4-on-4 for Vegas at 5:23. So we take the under 6 media timeout. And again, they'll have about a minute 40 to work with on the power play once the time is up on Bowman's penalty. So Eriksson Ek with his 3rd goal, Zuccarello 3rd assist, and Johansson his 10th assist. Penalties on Boldy and now Eriksson Ek for Minnesota and Bowman for the Knights. Tripping, hooking, and tripping. It will be... How are they already counting the second power play for Vegas? We haven't even gotten to it. We're at 4-on-4. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the Wild are 0 for 1, but we haven't gotten to... I mean, really, the Knights should be 0 for 1, and in 9 seconds they can put them as 0 for 2 and until or if they score. Very odd. All right. Still at commercial. Again, we're back on the Wild feed. I think they were a little bit more up to date compared to... Oh, the Chiefs tied at 13 all, 141 to go in the 3rd. That's the only change on the NFL scoreboard. Yep. Wide open net goal for the Minnesota. And Lightning are still up 2-1 on the Canucks, 3:16 in the 2nd. Looks like we're about to set to resume with 4-on-4. Far face-off circle in the Vegas end. They take it behind their own net and bring it out the far boards. 4-on-4 is now over, and the Knights have a power play. Far face-off circle. Back to the blue line. To the near face-off circle. Hurdle with it. Down low. Behind the net. To the far face-off circle. Lost the puck in the far corner, but the Knights regain it. Into the high slot. Shot. Big rebound and a goal off the rebound. We are tied at 1 at 4:46. From the near side. Big rebound given up. And it allowed the Knights to tie it up at 1-1. Not much Gustafsson could do, but pretty good power play by the Knights. Oh, we'll kill the... Shot from the slot, big Gustafsson rebound and tucked in. So Marner took the shot and was off the pad, and Dorofeyev deposited it in the net. So we should be back to 5-on-5. Not sure why. Okay, they're still slow to put the goal on the net, at least the goal score, but it's going to be Dorofeyev from Marner. We'll see if there's a second assister. All right. Looks like battle for the puck in the near corner, but the Wild finally send it out. And the Knights try to dump it back in. But there's a battle for the puck to the near boards. Puck comes free. Picked apart. Both teams have possessed the puck in the neutral ice a couple times. Now one sent in from the red line on net. So it should be 11-5 shots on goal. Oh. No, actually it's 11-6. Unless they take one away from Minnesota. Under 4 in the first period. And the Wild regroup in their own end. Okay, they finally got it to Smith to the far, now behind the net. Howden to the blue line. I think that was deflected on the shot or pass into the near boards. Hurdle sent it behind the net. No. Wrong team. That was Hunt for the Wild. My bad. Back to the blue line. White Cloud sends it to the far boards. Shot and a save by Gustafsson at 3:17. 11-7 shots on goal and 1-1 on the score. 11-7 shots on goal Wild and 1-1 on the scoreboard. So it's Dorofeyev, his 11th on the power play from Marner, his 16th assist, and Hurdle's 7th assist on the equalizer. 3:17 to go. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Wild have it. Send it up the far boards. And a pass to the near boards and out. And it's dumped in by Kaprizov. And there's a battle in the near corner for it. The puck comes loose. I think Dorofeyev got it out of his own end. But the Wild regroup and send it up the far boards. And dump it in from the blue line into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Skated out by Dorofeyev. Drop pass to Marner. Shot. Save. Another save by Gustafsson. And Kaprizov sends it behind the net. He gets it back. And from the red line, he skates it into the O-zone. Drop pass. They tried to center it to the slot. Didn't get through. Somebody got knocked down. I think we got a Knights penalty coming up at 2:20. Somebody got knocked down in the slot, and I think they're going to get whistled for the penalty. Looks like it might be White Cloud. All right, White Cloud tripping at 2:20, so another Wild penalty. Or power play. Another penalty on the Knights, another Wild power play coming up. All right. So White Cloud feels shame for 2 minutes as the rest of the team tries to kill the 5-on-4 2-minute advantage. Looks like Dorofeyev on the draw. The Wild win it. Blue line. Near face-off circle shot. And it looks like Theodore just cleared it. We got Boldy, Kaprizov, Eriksson Ek, Zuccarello, and Bium. I got to figure out how to say that. Number 8. Pass by the Wild. Knocked down in the near face-off circle. And might have been Theodore who cleared it again for the Knights. Probably get some changes soon. Well, maybe not yet. We got 1:40 to go in the first period. Wild have it in the far corner. Battle for the puck now. Knights send it up the near boards. Kept in at the blue line by the Wild. Into the near face-off circle. Sent behind the net to Kaprizov. Then the Knights get the puck and clear it down the length of the ice. Gustafsson has to touch it up, and now the Wild will bring it up. Presumably, they're getting some change. Oh, they turn it over. Marner had it and then lost the puck. Must have gone on edge over his stick. Wild have it. Dangerous play in front of their own net. Now they dump it in from the red line, but the Knights get it and control it in the far face-off circle, and now they clear it down the length of the ice. Under 30 on the power play, under 45 in the first period. Ogren, Johansson, Hartman, Faber, Spurgeon on the power play unit for the Wild now. And they keep it in at the blue line. No, now it's poked away, and that should just about do it. They'll have time maybe for another rush by the blue. Marner got it, and yeah, now we're 5-on-5 for the final 16 seconds of the first period. And I think the Knights were called for an icing penalty at 13.3. Yeah, Marner picked the pocket at the blue line and then tried to stick handle around Johansson and lost it on. Oh, no, it was Johansson inadvertently got it with his stick to poke it away. So technically a poke check, I guess. Pretty good play, even if he didn't realize it. All right, we're still waiting for the linesman to drop the puck for Eriksson Ek, and now he's going to. Is he kicking Eriksson Ek out of the draw, or what are we doing? Can we just drop the puck? It's against Eichel. Eichel wins the draw. Vegas couldn't get it out of their own end, though. Shot, I think, as a glove save by Lindbaum at 6.4 seconds to go. Still says 11-8 shots on goal. I guess that one was wide of the net. Yeah, he got a glove save, and I think it was wide of the post. Face off. It looks like the Knights finally get it out. It was White Cloud, and that'll be the end of the first period. 1-1 after 1. And let's get the intermission timer going. So pretty good game thus far, and we'll take a look at both scoreboards in a minute. Thanks for being here. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. 1-1 after 1. So again, it was Eriksson Ek, his third from Zuccarello and Johansson. Dorofeyev, that should have been power play. I don't know why that just got taken away. Maybe they're editing. His 11th from Marner and Hurdle. Let's do both visualizers real quick. Number 14 is Eriksson Ek. He gets a rebound and tucks it in from the near side. Or, it was a pass from the far side to the near face-off circle, and then he put it in. I misspoke. And then Dorofeyev, again, on the power play, tied it up. Number 16 on the Knights, so he's right here in the near face-off circle. I believe he got the rebound and tucked it in. Yeah, Marner shot and big rebound given up, and he tucked it in the near side after the big rebound given up. All right, check the poll. 4 votes, 3 votes, 75% for the Knights, 1 vote, 25% for the Wild. Get the clock up. There we go. We'll check in on Lightning 2, Canucks 1 for a second intermission in Tampa. Red Wings, Rangers still about 20 minutes away. Islanders, Avalanche following this game here on Sinbin Stream. And Penguins 4, Predators 0 in the only final to pass on from Pittsburgh this afternoon. All right, Broncos get a field goal. They lead the Chiefs 16-13, 12:50 in the fourth. Browns lead by 16-13. Ravens have the ball, 10:49 in the fourth. Cardinals got on the board, or cut into the 35-10 lead. It's 35-16. Must have gone for 2 and failed, or missed the... Yeah, they tried an onside kick. Looks like the 49ers covered it with 8:24 to go. Niners in control. Rams up 21-12 with only 2:27 to go. Seattle does have the ball, and it is second and goal from the Rams 1. All right. Also, we had 11-8 still shots on goal, Minnesota. 12-10 Wild win as far as the face-offs go. And 1 for 2 on the power play for Vegas, 0 for 2 for the Wild. 8-4 hits Wild, 7-2 block shots Vegas Golden Knights. 4-1 giveaways Vegas, 2-1 takeaways Minnesota. This is the first meeting in the 3-game season series for these two teams. Game 2 in Vegas, December 29th. Game 3 in Vegas, March 6th. Both will be 9 o'clock Central starts. So 2 penalties against each team. Boldy tripping, Eriksson Ek tripping for the Wild, Bowman hooking, and White Cloud tripping for the Golden Knights. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and get some dinner in me. Again, we will have Islanders Avalanche following this game tonight, or 8:05 Central, 6:05 Pacific. And tomorrow we start the day off with Northwestern Wildcats, DePaul Blue Demons women's basketball at 11 a.m. And then the NHL doubleheader be Kings Capitals at 6 and Mammoth Ducks following at 9. Tuesday, Kraken Red Wings at 6 and Mammoth Sharks at 9. Wednesday, Bruins at Ducks 9 o'clock. And I might be able to do a women's basketball game earlier that day. Thursday night, I'm going to be lucky to do just the King Sharks at 9 because at some point my son plays his last flag football game that night. And then Friday, we will be doing Michigan-UConn women at 7 o'clock, and we will have the Kings game at 9:30 in lieu of NBA. All right, I'm going to take a break. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate the support. Let me cue up the music, and then we'll mute the microphone. Yeah, I'd love to do women's hockey, professional hockey, but I think the games are just on YouTube already. So I really can't do those. All right, thanks everybody. Be right back. All right, we are back, just about set for the start of the second period. 1-1 after one. All right, let me try to fade the music out here. All right, there we go. All right, let me fix the clock and make sure we're live. Come on, come on. There we go. All right, now we should be set to go. Make sure we're live on the Wild feed. A second here. Says we're live. All right. Face off. Wild win it. They are in their all green, going left to right this period. Vegas in white helmets and jerseys and black pants going right to left. Wild take it over the red line and send it to the near boards to Kaprizov. The Vegas already sends it out to neutral ice. Vegas into the far boards. They get it to the blue line. A shot that is blocked, sent to the far boards. And behind the net, they send it back. They tried to keep it in at the blue line and could not. 19:15 to go, second period. Still 11-8 shots on goal, Wild, and 1-1 on the scoreboard. All right, they tried to get it to Barbashev in the near boards and the Wild counter and get it out. McNabb sent it back. It's into the far corner. Wild track it down. Now it's centered and a shot, but it's blocked. I think that was Eichel, and it went into the near boards, and Barbashev's trying to dig it out. McNabb centers it, and a shot from the far faceoff circle is saved and held on at 18:40. It was Theodore. So it should be 11-9 now, shots on goal, and it is. 18:40 to go in the second. All right. Draw in the far face-off circle in the Wild end, and they just kicked out Hurdle from the draw, and Marner will step in for the Knights. Knights control the draw. Pass it to, in a cross-ice pass, far face-off circle. That is wide of the net, behind the net, up the near boards. Oh, man, that cameraman is not following the puck very well. Puck is free. They get it to Dorofeyev, who centers it, and that goes wide. And Wild had it in the far corner. They try to send it to the near boards. They can't. Kept in by the Knights. It's in the near corner. Wild send it up the near boards and out, not kept in by Hurdle. Cross ice pass. Wild dump it in and had to tag up. Knights counter. Wild trying to get a line change. Hurdle couldn't handle it. Now he has it again in the near boards. Near face-off circle shot and a save into the near corner. Good save by Gustafsson. And the puck is around the boards to the far corner. Hurdle there again. Centers it. Nope, it gets knocked away by the Wild. Knights recover in their own end, and it is 11-10 shots on goal. Wild leading shots by 1. Top of the far faceoff circle, that shot is blocked into the near boards. Wild finally get it out of their own end. into the O-zone. Shot from the far faceoff circle is blocked into the far corner. They bring it around to the near boards. Kept in at the blue line. Far faceoff circle shot. Wide again. Back to the blue line. Near faceoff circle. Kept in. Cross ice pass to the far boards. Shot. Blocked again and sent out by the Golden Knights. Now it's 11-11 shots on goal. So they got another shot for Vegas while all this was going on for Minnesota. All right, Knights take it behind their own net, up the near boards and out. Wild send it up the far boards, and it's knocked back in behind the Wild net by the Knights. Sent up the near boards by the Wild. Battle for the puck. McNabb is there. He knocks it into the O-zone. Wild defense has it. They send it off the far boards. Far faceoff circle. And Kaprizov had it. Sent it behind the net. Excuse me. Back to the blue line. Nobody kept it in. Nobody was on the blue line. So the Knights try to get a couple changes. Wild battle for the puck up the near boards. Under 16 to go in the second period. Battle for the puck in the near corner. And Vegas skates it out of their own end. It was Theodore to the far face-off circle. Centering pass just went off of Barbashev's stick, I think, or got tipped by him by the Wild. And the Knights recover in their own defensive end, and now the Wild do the same, but it's kept in by the Knights, and another counter by the Wild into the O-zone. They waved off offsides. The puck goes past everybody into the near boards. Eichel sends it around to the far corner, and it's chipped out to center ice. And the Wild regroup in their own end, send it up the near boards, and chase it. Oh, they tried to freeze it. Puck came loose. Wild couldn't get a shot on goal, though. And it's sent to, I think, Barbashev in the near boards. And a shot, was that on net? I don't know. Recovered in the near boards and out. Theodore, I think, was that Theodore? No, it might not have been Theodore. At any rate, battle for the puck. Far boards just outside the Knights bench. Now it's in the slot, and it's taken over again. Boldy had it for the Wild, and they dump it in from the red line. And they chase it. Hit behind the net, and the Knights scoop it up. Eichel passes it way ahead into the O-zone. He was trying to hit Dorofeyev, and the Wild pick it off. That was Brodin. And now the Wild bring it up the near boards, center it, and carry it into the blue line. Or over the blue line. Might have been a shot on goal and a save by Lindbaum. Back to the blue line. Near face-off circle. That's a save by Lindbaum. Couldn't freeze it on the rebound. And, we got some pushing and shoving now after a whistle. Foligno, Trennan there for the Wild. Looks like Hurdle tried to come in late to break it up. I don't know who was involved for the Knights. We got the under 14 media timeout at 13:48. Let's check the shots on goal. 13-11 Wild now. What was the whistle for, though? Korzak. Korczak. A 2-minute minor penalty. They didn't announce it, but so the Wild head to the power play. It ended up being a hooking penalty, they say. So number 6 is heading to the box for Vegas. So Wild to get their, I think, third power play opportunity. We'll confirm that right now. Yeah, this is their third. They're 0 for 2, and the Knights are 1 for 2. Oh, yeah, we need to check in on let's check in on the Lightning. Oh, they're down 4-2. Wow, to Vancouver. They were up 2-1, weren't they? Vancouver got So there's 14:09 to go. They got a goal at 4:54 of the third. And 4:11. Wait. Hold on. No, 5:51 of the third, 4:54 of the third, and 4:11 of the third. It was 2-1 after 2. And they get one at 9. It was 2-0. They got one at 9:26 of the second. 4:35 into the second, and they were up 2-0. And where's the trip?
Penalty until that rebound, so Lindbaum not being able to handle that puck cleanly results in a power play for the Minnesota Wild. Korzak has struggled at times this game.
Korzak. Okay, they ignore the C. Korzak hooked Foligno, number 17. All right. For the kill, we got Saad, Sissons, Theodore, and McNabb. And on the power play, Zuccarello, Erikssonek, Boldy, Kaprizov, and Faber for the Wild on the power play. Wild couldn't keep it in. Actually, the Knights sent it down the length of the ice. Excuse me. 13:36 to go in the second period. All right. To the far face-off circle for the Wild. Now back to the blue line. Far face-off circle, drop pass to the blue line, near side, near face-off circle. Boldy with the puck. Sends it down low. Boldy gets it back. In the near corner. Now McNabb has it behind the Knights net. Couldn't get it out. Kept in by Zuccarello. Now the Knights clear it down the length of the ice. And the Knights are going to go for changes. Did not see what the Wild were doing. If they made it. I think they are getting at least a couple changes. Carried in. Far face-off circle. Shot behind the net. Into the near corner. Kept in at the blue line. Shot. Big rebound. But the Knights get it and get it to neutral ice. Under 12.5 to go. Second period. 13-11 shots on goal. So no shots on goal yet on this power play. And the Knights send it down the length of the ice. Gustafsson played it, and shot was blocked. Somehow the Knights got a shot, but it got blocked by a Wild player. Sent around the net, far face-off circle, sent back to the near face-off circle, sent around the boards to the far, and out. Couldn't keep it in. Race is on for the puck, but the Wild have it behind their own net. And we're back to 5-on-5. They didn't even get a shot on goal. And the puck comes free. Wow, I'm surprised that Lindbaum didn't get a freeze. Went right in front of the net. Hurdle at the red line, passes it. Shot from the slot is blocked. Shot was by Bowman. And the Knights knock it down in their own end. Send it up the far boards. And they get it into the slot. Big shot and a big rebound, but the Wild had the rebound and send it up the near boards and out. Cross-ice pass into the O-zone. Far board. Somebody looked like they got tripped on the Knights. I guess he just lost an edge. No call. Battle for the puck in the crease, and it's a goal for the Wild. And they take the 2-1 lead at 10:55 to go in the second period. Looks like they're going to give this to Trenin from Urov. This is Trenin's first goal of the season. So they got the puck into the far face-off and the far corner. Then they had it in the slot, and then I think Trenin just sent it off of Lindbaum's right pad, and it went 5-hole, through the crease and into the back of the net. Just very slowly, but Lindbaum just, I don't know, didn't get the best look at it. 14-12 shots on goal, 2-1 Wild. Still waiting on the center ice draw because somebody got kicked out. And they don't even show the draw. They show the Wild players on the bench. I don't understand that. Well, at any rate, the Knights must have won the draw because they got it into the O-zone, but sent up the far boards. Wild have it in the O-zone. And battle for the puck by the Wild bench. And now we got some pushing and shoving and a whistle at 10:32. Jones of the Wild. Hannafin's trying to break it up. Couldn't see who was actually in it for the Wild. I'm sorry, not the Wild. The Knights. Boy, Hurdle looked like he got slashed on a shot. No call. Kurzak got dumped by Foligno. I guess that was a clean hit, though. I don't think there was any issue with that. Yeah, that was on the goal. Yeah, not Theodore. Lindbaum with a bad play. Trennan from Urov and Foligno now. Just in the crease to the side of the net, sent it off the leg and in. All right, are there any calls here? Getting a power play? I guess not. Is it Trennian or Trennan? All right, they kicked somebody out of the draw for the Wild already. That was Jones. Now the Wild win the draw. Their defense has it in their own end. And they will dump it in from the red line from the far boards. Knights can't pass it out of their own end. McNabb sends it to the far face-off circle. And it's knocked down and dumped in now by the Knights. Near face-off circle for the Knights as we approach 10 minutes to go in the second period, so halfway through the game. And the Wild chip it to center ice. Scooped up by Theodore. He takes it behind his own net. Now up the center and off the near boards. Near face-off circle, shot and save and held on at 9:41. Good shot by Kolsar. Pretty good save by Gustafsson. And we have the under 10 media timeout. All right, let's check in. Canucks 4, Lightning 2, 10:42 to go in the third. Red Wings and Rangers underway, 11:17 to go in the first. No score. And again, after this game, Islanders Avalanche. All right, in the NFL, did this refresh? I guess so. Rams 21, Seahawks 19, 1:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Seahawks with the ball. 3rd and 6 at their own 5. Cardinals with the ball, but they're losing 41-16 with 2:48 to go in the fourth. Browns and Ravens tied up at 16, 4:59 in the fourth. Chiefs take the lead, 19-16 over the Broncos, 9:57 in the fourth. Lions, Eagles tonight, and Monday night was what, Raiders, Cowboys or something? I don't know. All right. All right, still waiting on the commercial break. 14-13 now, shots on goal. In favor of the Wild, who are also up 2-1 on the scoreboard. All right. All right, come on. Let's get back to the game today. Jeez Louise. some sort of I fight for so-and-so or I fight for a cure to cancer going on at the stadium. All right, face off. Knights won it, but the Wild have it and dump it in. Actually carry it into the far corner, excuse me. Now pass off the near boards out of the zone. Knights have it, near boards. Sent around to the near corner. Now to the far boards and out by the Wild. 9:12 to go, second period. Knights just get it out of their own end. They have it now at make a cross ice pass off the near board. Shot steered aside by Gustafson, and the Wild send it up the boards. Theodore scoops up the puck over the red line into the O-zone. Mishandled it in the slot, and the Wild send it up the near boards. Now skated into the O-zone. Drop pass to the far faceoff circle. Shot. Don't know if that got through to Lindbaum or not. Under 8.5 to go, second period. It's 14-14 shots on goal. Knights finally have it at center ice. They dump it in and chase it. Shot wide from the near faceoff circle. Oh, not in the netting. I thought they blew the whistle. Up the near boards. And looks like, did Goldie lose the handle? No, Eriksson Ek did. My bad. I'm confusing 14 and 12. Now the Knights dump it into the near corner. Now it's behind the net. Somebody lost a stick for the Wild and sent out the far boards, but nope, it's not going to be enough for icing. Knights send it up the near boards. I think it was tipped, so no icing. Battle in the near corner. Looks like Hurdle is there against Brodin. Kept in at the blue line by the Knights. They send it around and sent up the far boards. Now a pass, and Wild still didn't get it out. Now they send it to the red line, but a pass and far face-off circle, drop pass, shot, and it's saved and held on by Gustafson at 7:11 to go in the second. And let's see, no timeout yet. I keep forgetting Riley Smith is 19. That would be helpful to remember for the Knights. All right. 2-1 Wild. 15-14 shots on goal Knights. Getting some last second changes. All right. I think we're finally good to go. Far face-off circle draw. Wild win it behind the net, up the near boards, and now out. And dumped in from the neutral zone. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Knights can't send it out. Now it's out, and the Wild control the puck in their own end. And it is sent up and out. Sent up the near boards by the Knights. Man, the cameraman has no idea where the puck is. It ends up being behind the Wild net. He was looking all over for the puck. Shot, and it looks like it was tipped just wide or on a redirect. Knights carry it into the O-zone. And the Wild take it over in their far face-off circle, send it up the far boards. Knights and now the Wild trying to finish their line changes. Hannafin sent it behind the net to White Cloud. They send it up the far boards behind the net for the Wild and up the near and to neutral ice into the near boards. Battle for the puck in the corner. And finally, let's see it. Nope, the Knights can't get it out. Shot from the, wow, just outside the crease is saved. That was a huge save by Lindbaum. Somebody came in all alone and went forehand to backhand, and he made the save. And a forehand shot from the near faceoff circle is saved by Gustafsson. And now the Wild dump it in. Oh, and somebody got leveled just inside the blue line for the Wild. Did not catch the number. I don't think it was Ogren or Brodeen. And now icing against Vegas, or did we get a penalty at 5:11? Yeah, pretty good chance. And I think maybe they didn't get to the backhand. The forehand shot got stuffed. Oh, no, he did go backhand. That was Hinostroza, I think. That name sounds familiar. Did he used to be a Blackhawk? I don't remember. 5:11 to go. Scoring chances 6-3 Wild. Shots are 15 all. Still waiting on the linesman to drop the puck. Oh, my goodness. Just drop it. My God. Finally. And McNabb sends it around behind the net to the far boards. But Wild send it behind the Vegas net. And the puck comes... Kaprizov had a nice shot. And that is saved and held on finally by Lindbaum. Dangerous play there. Oh yeah, Theodore got nailed by Eriksson Ek behind the net. Wow, what a hit. And they took it down. I missed the time. 4:57 to go. I thought we had the under 6 timeout. I guess that was the under 10. So now we have the under 6 timeout. Oh, maybe because of the goal we were off a break. Checking the poll. We got 3 votes for the Knights and 3 for the Wild. 50-50. Did I show you the Trennan goal? I don't remember. We'll just do it now, though. His first of the year, number 13. He tucks it in from the near side here. Gets the puck behind the net and just wrap around off of the leg or the pad of Lindbaum and into the net 5-hole. 16-15 Minnesota shots on goal now. All right, let's check in. Canucks 4, Lightning 2, 7:17 in the third. No score. Red Wings Rangers at Madison Square Garden. 7:04 to go. First, and in the NFL... All right, let's refresh because I feel like this didn't refresh. Oh, yeah, a bunch of these are final. Chiefs and Broncos all tied at 19, 1:01 to go. I had a feeling. Okay. Ravens beat the Browns 23-16. 49ers beat the Cardinals 41-22. Rams hold on and win 21-19 over the Seahawks. So just one game in progress. In Denver, 19-19. Broncos have the ball. 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 49. Yeah, they've been playing much better since in the last 3 games, and Steelers have not. So I hear you. Thanks for joining, or thanks for chatting, Seth. Appreciate you being here. Still waiting on the next draw. We're back from commercial break. Pretty good game going in St. Paul, Minnesota. Oh, are they going to kick somebody out? Yep, a Wild player got kicked out of the draw. Hurdle's taking the draw for Vegas. Oh my gosh, we're going to do it again. 3rd time's a charm, I guess. Just drop the puck and move on. I don't understand this. Oh my gosh, now Hurdle gets kicked out. Come on. Sorry if I was too loud. This is insane. Marner's there. Finally, we get the draw. Marner wins it. Theodore has it. Up the near boards, not out. Held in by the Wild at the blue line. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Now the Wild Knights have it in front of their own net. And they bring it to the near boards and aren't able to dump it in. The Wild, there's a battle for the puck by the penalty box area. Still battling. Hurdle's there. Dorofeyev's there for the Knights. He skates away with it. Drop past the Hurdle, and it's picked off, and the Wild send it to the neutral ice. Marner picks up the puck, skates it right in to the far boards, looking, centers one to Hurdle. It doesn't get through, and the Wild, Kaprizov has it, and he dumps it. Didn't hit anybody. Well, they waved off icing. I didn't think it touched anybody. And the Knights send it to the red line and have to regroup because somebody lost the handle. Both teams finishing up line changes. Up the near boards, under 3:45 to go in the second period. Far face-off circle for the Wild. Shot by Eriksson Ek. Save by Lindbaum. Rebound, and they get it out of their own end. Skated into the ozone. Drop pass. Knights have it. Barbashev. Let's see. They get it behind the net to Eichel. Eichel in the far face-off circle. Back to the blue line. Not held in. Not sealed off. And the Knights, Hannafin took it around the net. Skates it over the red line into the ozone. And they were offsides at 3:03. Flyers didn't play today. Yeah, I'm sure they played yesterday. You're right. Yeah, the whole East except for what? Like Buffalo was falling off again. And Toronto. The whole East seems really tough this year. Montreal's struggling a little bit lately, but all right, 2:54 to go in the second period. 2-1 Wild. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Vegas will finally get it out of their own end. They miss Saad on a pass. It's in the near boards. Shot, I think, was high. And the puck comes all the way back into the Knights' defensive end, and they send it up the near or far boards. Now they send it off the near boards. Still, now they get it out and touched up in the near corner. Make it held in. Saad battling for the puck. It's behind the net. The Wild pass it to the far boards. Kept in. Theodore takes a hit. And now the Wild get it to the red line. And looks like McNabb has it. He passes it. They send it into the ozone again. Far face-off circle. Battle for the puck behind the net. Comes back to McNabb at the blue line. Shot behind the net. And do we have a penalty? At 1:40. See what the call is.
Face-off will come out of the zone here because it was Vegas with the high stick.
Oh, the puck was knocked down with a high stick. That's what it was. Oh, what a hit that Theodore took. That was Ogren on the hit. You need the Red Wings to beat the Rangers. Oh, yeah, that's the other game going on. Still no score. 3:17 to go in the first. That game's available on NHL Network if anybody is interested. Oh, Canucks 5-2. McEachern at 13:52. And now the Lightning pulled their goalie down 3 with 4 minutes. All right. Far face-off circle draw. Behind the net to the near corner. Knights had it, but now the Wild have it in the far face-off circle and send it ahead. Oh, collision. No, did we get a call or were they offside? I think the Wild were offside due to the collision. Might have been Boldy that got run over or did the running over. Still 17-15 shots on goal and 2-1 Wild here. Under a minute and a half to go. Do we have a penalty? No. And the announcers are saying absolutely nothing. So no help there. It must have been offsides on the Wild. Don't call it a comeback. Yeah, they were down 2-0. That's insane. Lightning completely fell apart. All right, that's McNabb. He passes to the far boards. Lightning, sorry. Knights had the puck. Wild the counter at the red line into the O-zone. Stick handle. They lost the puck, and the Knights chip it in to the near corner. Battle for the puck. We are under a minute remaining in the second period. Still nobody's gotten the puck out. Now the Knights had it at the blue line. That shot goes wide back into the near boards. Under 40 seconds in the second period. Wild have it, and somebody broke a stick or dropped. I mean, what's the call here? 32.3 to go in the second. As I drop my remote. Oh, pardon me. Oh, somebody played with a broken stick. That was on Boldy. Boldy had his hand over the broken part and then tried to make a pass and then dropped the puck. Oh my gosh, nice cover, dude, but that is a penalty. You can't. The goalie can. I found out the goalie can play with a broken stick, but none of the skaters can. So playing with a broken stick called on Boldy, and now the Wild get a late second period power play, and if they don't score in 32.3, they'll still have a minute 27 on the power play to start. So the faceoff comes to the near faceoff circle. So Eriksson, Ek, Foligno, Middleton, and Spurgeon on the kill for the Wild. Knights have it. Marner from the blue line, that's sent back to, what's his name? Sorry. Eichel. All right, back to the far faceoff circle. Back to the blue line. Marner to the far faceoff circle. Shot. Saved. Into the far corner. Pretty good save by Gustafsson if it got through. Behind the net now with 3 seconds. Battle for the puck in the far corner. That's the end of the second period. So, Wild get the only goal of the second period and take the 2-1 lead. Trennan's first of the year from Urov and Foligno. And let's get the countdown clock started. Oh, the Broncos won. All right, thanks, Seth. Oh, but my call or what happened? Playing with a broken stick? Yeah, Boldy. He held the two pieces together and tried to make a pass on the ice, and then he dropped the stick. You could tell. He tried to make it look like it broke on that pass, but it was clearly already broken. All right, Denver beat KC. I mean, as much as I don't like Sean Payton, I kind of want the Chiefs to be done and not make the playoffs, so we'll take it. Just happy the Packers finally won this afternoon. But boy, were there more injuries. Hopefully Josh Jacobs is all right. I think we had a couple linemen dinged up. Linemen and linebackers possibly. No, I think it was 2 linemen. So that'll do it for football other than Lions-Eagles tonight. All right, 6-2 Canucks. They got an empty netter. 6 straight by them. And that should do it. There's only 1:01 left. First intermission reached in Madison Square Garden. Red Wings 0, Rangers 0. The Rangers will still have 41 seconds on a power play to start the second period. So the Boldy penalty gives Vegas their third power play. They're currently 1 for 2. If they don't get a goal, they'll be 1 for 3. And the Wild are 0 for 3 on the power play. Korzak had a hooking penalty on Foligno, and they didn't capitalize. I don't think they got a shot. Oh, yeah. Yes, I think I do need the Eagles to beat the Lions. That would be helpful. We beat the Lions once, but we got to go there on Thanksgiving. We still have both games with the Bears and both games with the Vikings. I don't know what I have no expectations for the Packers the rest of the year. I was just hoping beyond hope they would get it straightened out a little bit with a victory in New Jersey today. All right, now it's 17-16 shots on goal in favor of the Wild. They're up 2-1. Wild also 18-17 face-off winners. 19-11 hits Wild, 9-9 blocked shots even, 11-2 giveaways Wild, 2-1 takeaways Wild. Again, this is the first game of their 3-game season series. The next 2 are in Vegas on December 29th and March 6th. All right, we don't have a final yet from Tampa to pass on. Excuse me. Let's get the countdown clock up for the third period start. Just a reminder, we'll have Islanders Avalanche as well. Oh. Uncommon Truth Shaman. Yeah, that's a pretty good handle. Thanks. It was lost in amongst all the Seth Messersmith posts. I didn't see we had a different comment. Thanks for commenting. Appreciate it. Yeah, 6 unanswered goals. That's nuts. Then again, all right, so we'll have women's college basketball and plenty of hockey coming up. We will get back to football, at least be doing the Packer game. I think they play at noon against the Vikings. Should get that game on TV. We should get most of the games coming up. I think there might be 2 I'm not certain of, and that's just part of the reason is the schedule isn't set yet either. Yeah, trying to see if we can get a final here. Yeah, so we had Eriksson Ek, his third goal of the year at 4:49 of the first from Zuccarello and Johansson. Dorofeyev, his 11th, tied it up on the power play from Marner and Hurdle at 15:14. 9:05 into the second, Trennan with a wrister off of Lindbaum's leg and went in 5-hole from Urhoff and Foligno. Yeah, no, I agree. We need help. I would like to hopefully win the division, and if not, wild card. There's nothing we can do. The Eagles always have their number for whatever reason. I don't know. That game was so disappointing, though. The offense, just couldn't believe it. All right, looks like it's finally final in Tampa. Canucks 6, Lightning 2. I don't even know what I'll have to translate. I don't know what language that's in. Comment. All right. Yeah, I don't know. The Bears keep getting lucky. It was very hard to root for the Vikings today to beat the Bears. Kind of needed it, but of course it didn't happen. McCarthy kept throwing picks. Had that big one in the end zone. Too much to overcome. All right, let's. What else can we look at? Whoops. Check in on NBA. Oh, what is going on? See if there's any finals to pass along. Probably not. No. Oh, we got a couple. Spurs at home win 123-110 over the Kings. Kings are 3-11. Spurs are 9-4. Celtics win at home to get to 500. 7-7, 121-118 over the 4-9 now. Clippers, couple games later, couple games in the first half. 2:08 to go in the third. Nets 85, Wizards 84. Again, we got Lindbaum against Gustafsson, the two goalies tonight. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I remember the Thunder won at home and on the road in their first two games in overtime, double overtime.
The Switzerland-Sweden matchup on December the 28th. World Juniors is going to be awesome. Don't miss it. Grab yours today at wild.com/promotions. Now we fly to Stockholm, Sweden for the Global Series.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. The early game was in Stockholm, Sweden. The Penguins beat the Predators 4-0. That's right. I forgot they were doing that. So we had goals by Lizotte, an empty netter at the end. Lizotte's third. Crosby's 12th. Malkin's 5th. And Wotherspoon's 2nd. Man, the Avalanche 12-1-5. Only team with one regulation loss. Wait, so you're Thunder and Eagles fan. Okay. Well, I suppose Sixers kind of stink. Not this year though. They're 7-5. Pistons lead the East 11-2. Couple 3 1-win teams, is that right? Nets, Wizards, and Pacers? Wait. Nets. Why are the Pacers so bad? I guess, is Halliburton still out? I did not know that. Yeah, 13-1 Thunder. 5 in a row, 9-1 in their last 10. Nuggets 10-2. Pelicans are the worst in the West at 2-10. Oof. All right, I'm going to take a break, get some water, something else to eat, and be back. Big Sooner fan. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, sounds familiar. I just like the Packers. I'm rooting for the Kings, Los Angeles Kings. And Carolina Hurricanes don't have really an NBA team or any college team or a baseball team. Just don't care about college baseball. Or I don't care about college football or baseball very much. But, yeah, trying to get into college basketball. I think we'll focus on women's for now. That's because that's what's available at, unique times, start times, I'll say, on ESPN Plus. All right, we'll keep an eye on. That game might come out for the third period before, or this game might, no, it's not going to. All right, we'll just leave these up though. How close we are to intermission being over. All right, let's cue up some music. Please do me a favor and like and or subscribe. Doing one if you haven't already done so. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend the channel to other potential viewers, which will help with the growth of the channel. And I thank you all for your support. 25th anniversary of the Wild, man. And they have not had much history, really, at all. Not much good history, we'll say that. All right, let me cue up the music, and then I'll be back after I get some more food. Thanks, everybody. Okay, we are back. And let's see. Take this down. And we're ready for the third period to start and the Vegas power play. Vegas brings it up. They are in white, going left to right. And the Wild are in all green, going right to left. Into the far corner, back to the blue line. Marner passes to the far face-off circle, shot. Looks like it was wide. Under a minute to go on the power play. Marner down low. Dorofeyev, I think, sent it wide. And what's the call here at 19:24? 17-17 shots on goal. Eichel from the far face-off circle. I guess that was a blocker save by Gustafsson. I don't know what happened to Dorofeyev. I think he just lost the puck. And we get back, and the draw has already taken place, and the Wild send it down the length of the ice. I don't know why it's so hard for these TV broadcasts to show the puck while it's in play and get out of their replays quicker. Looks like it might have been icing on Vegas on the dump-in behind the red line. Mistake there. All right, so Johansson, Trennan, Faber, and Brodin is what TV has. Trennan, Faber, and Brodin on the kill. All right. Up the near boards into the near corner. Bowman sends it out to Eichel. Far board stolen by Minnesota and cleared it down the length of the ice. And Wild will try to get some changes here. Johansson heads off. Marner skates it up into the near boards. Drop pass back to Eichel into the near corner. And the puck gets sent out of the zone again. Marner will pick it up. And that'll do it. We are back to full strength with under 18.5 to go in the third period. 18-17 shots on goal. So no shots on goal on that power play. It looks like they picked one up here. And a glove save by Gustafsson. Johansson's the one that picked the pocket of Eichel and cleared it during that power play. All right, we got 18-22 to go. 2-1 Wild and 18-17 shots on goal Wild. All right, face off, back to the blue line. Shot. Saved into the near boards. And out finally for the Wild into the boards. Battle for the puck. Kept in by the Wild at the blue line. That is sent wide. Kept in far boards blue line. At the blue line again. This time the Knights get it and send it down, but the Wild send it right back out to the neutral ice. And scooped up by the Knights in their own end. And they get it. Let's see. Down the length of the ice, on net, actually. Steered aside by Gustafsson. Sent back in by Vegas. Wild send it up. And, nope, I guess delayed offsides. I thought the Knights were offsides, but they didn't whistle it dead. Behind the Knights net, into the near corner, collision. Battle for the puck. Excuse me. Comes free to the slot, but it's picked up by the Knights and passed to the neutral ice. Stolen by the Wild in the far boards and knocked back out by the Knights. Wild take it at the red line and Middleton has it. He sends one on net. That's steered aside by Lindbaum. Battle for the puck in the near corner. 19-18 Wild shots on goal as we approach 16 and a half to go, third period. Hit by, it might have been Marner. I don't know. Wild are going the other way. Boldy to the far faceoff circle. Shot saved by Lindbaum. And the Knights clear it. It's not enough for icing. Wild tap it up and take it behind their own net. I think that's Brodin waiting for the breakout play. Now he drops it to Faber. Or no, that's not Faber. That is 97, Kaprizov. He works it into the right outside the crease and gets his shot saved by Lindbaum. And now the Knights clear it. Not icing, though, as Gustafsson touches it up for Kaprizov. Dumped in by the Wild behind the net. Knights take a hit. Knocked down. Knights have the puck up the far boards, under 15 and a half to go, third period. To the far board, scooped up by the Wild. 21-18 shots on goal. Wild. Now the Knights have to, Dorofeyev has it in his own end. He sends it up the near boards. Marner got it to, they get it to the far boards. That is Howden, or far corner. And now the Wild counters, centering it, and we got a penalty, I presume, on... Oh, I guess it's on the Wild. I was going to say it was on the Knights. What's the call here? Spurgeon. Holding on Spurgeon at 14:58. So the Knights go back on the power play. I'm surprised where the whistle. Oh, okay. Spurgeon hooked a Knights player as the puck was being played in the near boards. Okay. All right. Jeepers. Just drop the puck, please. 1 for 3 with 4 shots for the Vegas Golden Knights tonight on the power play. And the Wild send it down the length of the ice. Under 14:50 to go in the third period. Boldy, Eriksson, Faber, and Brodin on the ice for the Wild. And the Wild clear it again. No shots on this power play yet for the Knights. Looks like the Wild got at least one change. I think I see Johansson out there. Yeah. Johansson, Foligno, Faber, Brodin. So I think the two forwards may have changed. Marner to Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev's pass got knocked down. Now it got stolen, and the Wild skate it to the red line. And Johansson dumps it in and peels off, either for a line change or to get back on D. Nope, he's sitting. So they did get more line changes. Under 14 minutes to go. In the slot, Eichel to Marner. Back to Eichel. Far face-off circle shot. Blocked into the netting. Maybe deflected. Maybe there was a save into the netting at 13:48. 51 seconds or 50 seconds on the power play. Nebraska plays Penn State on Saturday night on NBC. Sunday night football. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sick. I know. Enjoy the Eagles-Lions. It's just too tough a competition for me with the NFL. Sunday night especially seems to be the worst night to try and live stream. Up the far boards, not out. Wild back to the blue line. Who is that in the far? All right, down low, back to the blue line again. Oh, that was Theodore. Shot from the far face-off circle, and it's in the net. The Knights have tied it. with a power play goal at 13:25. We're even at 2 apiece with 13:25 to go, and let's delete the penalty. So they had the puck. Smith got it to... Yeah. Smith got it right back from Theodore. It might have been deflected, but this might not be Smith's goal. It might have been knocked in off of number 10. Yeah, Riley's... No, they gave it to Smith from Theodore and Barbashev, but they may change that. I thought number 10, it deflected in off of him. But either way, it's a power play goal. And we have under 13:20 remaining in the game. Up off the near boards, Kaprizov centers it. Can't get it through. It's knocked into the near boards. So we approach 13 minutes to go in the third. 21-20 shots on goal. We're tied at 2 apiece. Looks like Saad had a chance at one, but it got knocked into the near corner. Wild get it out. Kaprizov, they get it into the far boards, into the far corner. Theodore takes a hit. Not much of a hit. Kaprizov tried to center it to the slot. It gets knocked away by the Knights, but it's kept in by the Wild. Sent to the near boards, and it went out after it went off the boards. Zuccarello couldn't keep it in the O zone. Spurgeon sent it up the far boards. And now the Knights counter. Battle for the puck behind the Wild net. Back to the blue line. Sent around to the near boards behind the net. Now it's back behind the net. Looks like Spurgeon might have it up ahead. Stolen by the Knights. They skated into the near faceoff circle. One-handed shot, no good. I mean, he couldn't do much with it. He was getting held up. Still kept in. Now the Wild get it out to neutral ice. And we back and forth. Now the Wild finally carry it over into the O zone, into the near corner. Back to the blue line. Shot from straight on and a save by Lindbaum at 11:20, and we'll get the under 14 media timeout. Looked like Foligno wasn't happy about something for the Wild. Yep, we got the final score. Canucks 6, Lightning 2 in Tampa. In Stockholm, Sweden, Penguins 4, Predators 0. Islanders, Avalanche after this game. Still no score. Red Wings, Rangers in Madison Square Garden, but the Red Wings just went to the power play with 11:59 to go in the second. Oh, let's show the goal visualizer. Riley Smith. I really thought there was a chance this puck went in off of Sissons. It was shot from the far face-off circle, I think. Yeah, by Riley Smith. He gets it, and I thought it went off of Sissons and in, but they said it was Smith's goal. Beat glove side. Of course, Gustafsson. Both goalies playing pretty well, only giving up 2 goals. 22 shots now. Oh, I thought I paused the clock. Gosh darn it. 11 something. Yeah, 11:20. How did they? I swear I stopped it. All right, 11:20 to go. 22-21 shots on goal, Minnesota. All right, face off in the far circle in the Vegas end. They get it to the red line. They carry it into the O zone. Puck comes free, knocked out by the Wild. They send it up and dump it in. It goes into the near corner. Theodore couldn't get it. Still battling for the puck. Knights send it around behind the net. That was Howden. And they send it out to the red line. Wild regroup in their own defensive end. Now they have to send it behind their own net. And it's picked up by number 8, B-U-I-U-M. Buyum. I don't know. I got to look up how to say that. Behind, into the far corner, in the Vegas end. Now off the far boards and out to the center ice. And that is White Cloud. And it gets dumped in by White Cloud from the red line. Puck is in the far corner, now knocked behind the net into the near corner. Wild skated out of their own end and dump it into the near corner. Chased in the near corner by Trennan, but the Knights take over the puck. Is that Hurdle? Can't get it out. Held in and dumped into the near boards, near corner. Sent around by White Cloud. Not out yet. Maybe Hannafin got it out. And picked up by Brodin behind his net. And he skates it out. Passes it off the near boards. And Eriksson Ek dumped it into the far corner. Wild take it behind the net. Johansson looking back to the blue line. Pass to the far face-off circle. Stick handled. Pretty good shot and a good save by Lindbaum. Puck comes to the crease again. He's got the stick flat on the ice. Kept the puck out of the net. And we'll see if they gave... We got 23-21 shots on goal. Now popped up in the air and a glove save, or might not be a save, but held on at 9:06. So now we get the under 10 media timeout. Still tied 2 apiece. 23-21 Minnesota on shots. All right. Oh, the Red Wings got a goal. DeBrincat, his 9th of the year on the power play from Raymond and Kane at 9:30 into the second. Now there's 9:48 to go in the second. So they're halfway through the game. Detroit up 1-0 on the New York Rangers. Still at commercial for the Wild. So it was 1-1 after 1, 2-1 after 2. Minnesota, and now Riley Smith on the power play goal, even the scoring at 6:35 into the third. And we have 9:06 remaining in the third. And only the one penalty on Spurgeon for holding Marner. And that was that makes the Knights 2 for 3. Or wait, how do they figure 2 for 4? Oh, okay. They are. I guess they are 2 for 4 on the power play. Huh? All right, 2 for 4.
From McTavish, and while the sewing machine had a little extra work to do yesterday.
Oh, nasty gash on, is that 22? Urov, after he got high sticked by a duck. And we're still waiting on the draw. They just kicked out a Wild player, Urov. And the Wild win the draw, take it back to the blue line, skate it to the far corner. But now the Vegas picks it off. They dump it into the neutral zone. Wild in their own end, send it up the near boards. Vegas takes over. That was White Cloud to Hannafin. And a dump in by Sissons. Tracked down in the corner by Kolsar. They keep it in at the blue line into the far faceoff circle. Now behind the net, and the Wild have it. Kaprizov takes a hit, and the Wild send it up the near boards. It ends up getting tipped on net. Steered aside by Lindbaum, and now the Knights will counter. Battle for the puck in the near boards. And the Wild send it right back down. Tracked down by McNabb. He's behind his own net. Passes to Eichel. Eichel sends it out to Bowman. But it looks like Knights were offsides at 7:55. It's still 23-21 shots on goal. We're waiting to decide where this draw is, I guess. All right, it's in front of the Vegas bench. So at this circle, or that dot, face-off dot, won by the Wild back into their own end, scooped up by Brodin and sent up by Faber. Into the near corner, scooped up by Theodore. He lost an edge and fell, and the Knights dump it in from the red line. Puck goes into the far boards, and the Wild control the puck. Sent up to Eriksson Ek, but Vegas counters again. Up the near boards, Eichel looking, tries to center it, has to send it around and out. They kept that in. I thought the Vegas was for sure offsides. I don't know about that call. At any rate, Brodin has it behind his own net looking, and he sends it to the far boards. And the Wild send it down the length of the ice. I guess it was tipped because no icing. Into the near corner. Wild keep it in at the blue line. Send it behind the net. Battle for the puck. Dorofeyev gets it, though, and the Knights get out of their own end. Up ahead to Marner. Stick handles to the near faceoff circle. Sent behind the net. Hurdle is in the far corner, but the Wild have it. And they dump it in from the red line, and we'll get a line change. Or did we? Oh, no, I guess they didn't make it to the red line. That was whistled for icing on Minnesota at 6:33 to go in the third. Still 23-21 shots on goal. All right, face-off in the far face-off circle in the Wild's net. And if that maybe they got a shot on goal there, saved if it was. Course by Gustafsson. Dumped in behind the net. We got under 6:15 to go in the third. Sent and to the side of the, it was a little bit wide of the net and frozen by Gustafsson at 6:07. I don't think that was. They gave him a shot on goal. I guess it was a rebound that he froze to the side of the net. It's from the blue line. Long shot. Boy, that was not on target. That was wide of the net. I don't see how they can call that a shot on goal. They're going to take that one away, I think, on replay. 6:07 to go in the third. Face off. Wild win. The draw. Skated out of their own end. Up the near boards and dumped in from the red line. To the far corner. Tracked down and sent out by McNabb. Into the near board. Smith whiffed on a pass, and the Wild send it out of their own end. Up ahead, they got a one-on-one. Oh, big hit, though. And a big retaliation hit. Off camera now. And Knights, Saad couldn't handle it, trying to do a move around in the near faceoff circle and lost the puck, and the Wild chip it down the length of the ice. This might be icing. Yeah, Theodore. I'm sorry, not Theodore. Yeah, Theodore didn't touch it. 5:26 to go in the third, and the draw will come back in the Wild defensive zone. They didn't take away that shot on goal yet. I didn't think there was any way. Yeah, big retaliation hit by the Wild there. All right, Vegas wins the draw to the far faceoff circle. Centering pass does not connect. Wild skate it out of their own end and dump it in. Wait, how is this not icing? I don't think anybody touched that. At any rate, Vegas counters over the red line into the O-zone. Shot by Eichel and a save by Gustafsson at 5:03. And now we'll have the under 6 media timeout, I believe. Should be 23 all shots on goal, but I bet you they did take away that one unless NHL.com is just slow. Nope, they were slow. I still don't agree. I don't think that one should have been considered a shot on goal, but whatever. Oh, the Rangers already tied it up. So to brink it at 9:30 and then 2.5 minutes later, or 2:29 later, at 11:59 of the second, Zibanejad got a power play goal, his 7th from Kyle and Panarin. So Zibanejad's 7th and DeBrinket's 9th. We're tied at 1, and the Red Wings are on the power play again at 6:38 to go in the second period. Nope, I guess we can check in. I should just leave it on this because you can see no score, 12:28 in the first. Eagles ball, but they have 4th and 14 at their 43, and the Lions get it after it was punted 42 yards to their 15. 1st and 10 at their own 14 for the Lions, first possession. So Eagles don't get anything on their first possession, but decent field. I mean, they got the Lions inside their 20 or inside their 15, actually. All right. 23, yep, they took one away. I knew it. 23-22 shots on goal, Wild, and 2-2 on the scoreboard. Let's make sure we are live. Says we are. All right. Face off. Eriksson Ek wins it for the Wild. Send up by Brodin, but not out. Knights send it behind the Wild net. Still trying to get it out. Now the Wild clear it, and it'll have to be picked up in the near boards. I think Theodore just took another hit. Wild center it in the near faceoff circle. Eriksson Ek couldn't do anything with it, though. And Eichel sends it across the ice into the... Oh, man, they were in the slot and couldn't do anything, the Knights. Under 4.5 to go in the third. And cleared out of the zone. Theodore has it. McNabb is back as well. Looks like the forwards will change for the Knights. And Kolsar had it, but they got to reset again. And dumped in by Theodore this time from the red line. Battle for the puck on the near boards. Kaprizov got it. And now dumped in by the Wild. Lindbaum played it to the near corner. And Kolsar got it out to center ice. Reinhardt was going for it. He has it in the far corner. Now gets it back to the blue line. Sent in around the net in to Kolsar in the near corner. He is behind the net. Lost an edge. And the Wild can't get it out on the near boards. Kept in, shot, deflected into the near corner. That was White Cloud on that blue line shot or pass. And now I think Kaprizov sends it to center ice. And the Wild will... not the Wild. Wild, I think, went for a couple of changes, but the Knights still have the puck. White Cloud with Hannafin. Hannafin sends it up. It's behind the Wild net. Wild skated up the near boards, and they send it in to the far corner. Battle for the puck. And now the Knights counter into the far faceoff circle behind the net. Back to the top of the faceoff circle. Theodore's shot or pass is blocked and sent out of the zone. Oh, big collision. Theodore gets crushed again at the red line. Wow. Must have had his head down. Sent up the near boards, and the Wild dump it into the near corner. White Cloud is there trying to dig it out. He finally does, up the near boards and passes ahead. Into the near faceoff circle. Saad in the near corner tries to get it to Smith, I think. No. Now it's back to Smith, I think. Yeah. And now it's sent out by the Wild. We got under 1:45 to go in the third. Dumped in by Vegas. May have been on net. Gustafsson steered it behind the net, and the Wild counter by the Vegas bench. Kaprizov had it. He loses it. Wild have it by the bench area, but now the Knights work it into the far faceoff circle by Smith. Wild fell down. Eichel jumps on the puck, centers it. It gets deflected. Smith couldn't get to it. He sends it back, though, behind to Eichel. Eichel gets to Smith. Back in the far corner. Eichel back to the blue line as we approach a minute to go. Battle for the puck. Picked up by Smith. Far corner. Centers it. It got through, and I think Barbashev couldn't put it in the net. It just went by. It might have hit his skate. Shot, and that was blocked. Behind the net in the far corner, under 45 seconds to go. Battle for the puck. Barbashev sends it. Kept in at the blue line. Sent around. Oh, that was on net and saved by Gustafsson with 29.2 seconds to go. 24-23. Shots on goal. Vegas. Oh, my goodness. Who lowered the boom? Oh, that was Hurdle that got blown up. I don't know who I said it was. And that was Foligno who lowered the boom on him. I don't know how Barbashev didn't stick that one in the net. He couldn't get the stick down on the puck or something, or missed. Shot from the point was saved by, it was White Cloud shot. Gustafsson saved it. This next shot gets behind the net. Under 15 to go. Puck is loose. Oh, they couldn't get it. Marner was there, but couldn't keep it. And we got under 5 seconds to go now. And the Vegas tries to dump it in, but that'll do it for the third period. We are played the 60 minutes, and we will head to overtime. See if 65 minutes is enough to decide this. 25-23 shots on goal. All right. All right, in St. Paul, Minnesota, 60 minutes was not enough to decide this one. 2-2 through 60 minutes through the first 3 periods. So we go to a 5-minute 3-on-3. And we still don't know who's getting sent out yet. So they switch ends. So I think Gustafsson will be defending this net, and the Wild in green will be going left to right, and then Lindbaum will be defending, the net on the right, and the Knights in white will be going right to left. The Wild are only 1-4 in overtime this year. But previously, they were in the top 4 or 5 for best winning percentage in overtime. But not this year. All right. That got Gustafsson heading to his net. We'll see who steps out on the ice for each team. All right. Looks like the Knights are sending out Theodore. We got, For the Wild, we got Kaprizov, Eriksson Ek, and Spurgeon. And again, I see Theodore out for the Knights. Theodore takes after the face-off win, he'll skate it back into his own net. Or into his own end, sorry. Pass up. They still don't have the Knights players right. Let's see. Skated to the blue line, still passing, and they take it out of the O-zone. Theodore has it. At least one forward got changed. Looks like Theodore's going to wait till they both get changed. And they pass it to Eichel. Eichel skates it in. Theodore heads off. Eichel's out there with Barbashev. And the defenseman now is Hannafin. Now they still have it. And the Wild to get a couple of changes, it looks like. Still Spurgeon out there with 2 fresh forwards. It's Eriksson Ek and Boldy. And the Vegas has it back in their own end. Eriksson Ek and Spurgeon have been out there a while. Just Boldy is only 20 seconds into his shift. Now I see Dorofeyev out there with Eichel. And again, it's Hannafin on the defense. Just circling around Eichel. Man, we have not had anything close to a good scoring opportunity here in overtime. Dorofeyev in the near boards. Can't see. Everybody's standing up, so I don't even know what's going on. Theodore's back out there. He has it his own end. We have under 3:10 to go in the overtime period. Taken in behind the Wild net, but the Wild take it, and they will wait for a change. Looks like Hurdle is out there. All right, so what do we got? Faber, Johansson, and Boldy out there. I would think Boldy would be going for a change soon. He actually has the puck at the red line. He passes to Johansson in the near faceoff circle. Oh, they tried to make a pass. Marner picks off the pass, goes the other way. He's in the clear. Backhand to Fort. Oh, he tried to do a drop pass, and it didn't connect. Missed opportunity for the Golden Knights to end it. They somehow gave a shot on goal to the Wild. I don't even remember really seeing it. Johansson, Kaprizov, and Faber, fresh unit out there for the Wild. And they still can't get it right. I see Howden is out there for Vegas. That's that one I know. All right. Pass by Zuccarello is deflected. He gets it back, though, at the blue line. Now Zuccarello takes it out of their end. They retreat Send it off the Knights bench area. Did they just send it on their own net? I think they meant to send it around behind. Puck comes free from the near corner. Wild bring it up to the red line. Kaprizov tries to center it. Zuccarello couldn't handle it. He passes to the blue line. Into the behind the net. Kaprizov to the far faceoff circle again. Now he passes it. Who's with him? It's still Zuccarello and Brodin. Zuccarello has it. Far faceoff circle. Shot and a save and held on for the draw by Lindbaum at 1:01 to go in the overtime period. Yeah, they still have 4 skaters out there for Vegas. I don't know how Marner didn't score or the trailer didn't, but they didn't. I thought Marner should just shoot it backhand. Tried to do a drop pass, and it just didn't work. 25 shots on goal after that last one. Far face-off circle draw. Wild win it, but they take it out of their own end. Number 8 out there, B-U-I-U-M. Buim. I have to look that up. All right, so they've got Eriksson, Ek, and Boldy out there again. Shot and saved and frozen by Lindbaum at 41.5 seconds. And it's now 25-26, or 26-25 shots on goal. Looks like pretty good opportunity for Eriksson Ek, but couldn't cash in. Near face-off circle, won by the Wild. Boldy takes it out of the zone, though, and passes off the near boards, gets it right back. Boldy loses it, and the Knights jump on the loose puck, but we got a whistle. Oh, I think we got a penalty call. So Theodore gets called for hooking, and it'll be a 4-on-3. Marner saying that's a joke. Theodore can't believe it. So it's a 4-on-3. I'm not going to put the penalty in. So they finally get the... How was that hooking? Where? Where was this mystery hooking? I didn't see it. So 28.8 to go in the overtime period, and it's 4-on-3 for the Wild. So they're going to send out Hurdle, White Cloud, and McNabb. Looks like one of the teams took their timeout. Don't know who called it because it does say Wild timeout. Now I see it. So, okay, they can't have 5 skaters. They can only have 4. NHL.com. All right, Kaprizov is out there. We know that. I can see him. Eichel is out there. This isn't right either. They can only have 3, not 4. It's not a 5-on-4, NHL.com. Not the Knights. The Wild are 0 for 3 with 3 shots. Looks like Zuccarello's out there. So all I know is Zuccarello and Kaprizov are out there. Oh, Boldy, Kaprizov, Eriksson Ek, and Zuccarello are on the 4-on-3 power play. Face off. Won by the Wild. To the far corner. Near face-off circle. That, I guess it was blocked. Kaprizov gets it back to Boldy. Far face-off circle. Boldy shoots. That's wide, or Eriksson Ek couldn't redirect it. Boldy touches it back. Shot. Oh, and Kaprizov hits it at the tough angle at 9.7, and the Wild win in overtime on a nice shot from the near face-off circle. Great passing, but that was a really weak sauce power play. I did not see the hooking on Theodore. That was kind of a crap call. But the Wild win in overtime 4-3. Oh, sorry, 3-2. My bad, by 1. And he hit it. Oh, went 5-hole. Man. 5-hole and by Lindbaum. And the 4-on-3 game winner delivered by Kaprizov from Zuccarello and Boldy. Kaprizov's 11th on the power play. Where the shots were, 27-25. Well, that'll do it. I'm going to take a brief break. Please like and subscribe before you head out. If you already have, I do appreciate it. Helps grow the channel. But it's Vegas 2, Minnesota 3, Vegas 2, final in overtime. Kaprizov with your game winner. Yep, I'm going to set up the next one. We'll be back on in like less than 17 minutes. We're going to bring you the Islanders Avalanche. Currently, the Red Wings and Rangers are all tied up at 1 at the second intermission. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you back soon, if not shortly. But take care. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting the channel. Sinbin Stream wishing you all well. And take care. And bye-bye.